In 1847, a group of Native American Choctaw people who had just survived their own forced starvation on the Trail of Tears sent $170 to Ireland to help during the famine, and 177 years later, Irish people just donated millions back to help Choctaw and other native tribes during COVID. Here's what makes this story destroy you emotionally. The Choctaw Nation had been forcibly removed from their homeland just 16 years earlier, lost thousands of their own people to starvation and disease on a death march, and were living in poverty in unfamiliar territory. Yet when they heard Irish people were starving across the ocean, they took up a collection and sent money they desperately needed themselves. In 1847, Ireland was in the third year of the Great Famine, with 1 million people dying and another 1 million fleeing on coffin ships, and news of the catastrophe reached America. The Choctaw people, who had been ethnically cleansed from Mississippi to Oklahoma in 1831 on the Trail of Tears, where 4,000 of their people died, gathered what little money they had, $170, which in today's money is roughly $5,000, and sent it to Irish famine relief. Think about that. A nation that had just experienced genocide sent aid to another nation experiencing genocide on the other side of the world. They understood starvation, forced removal, and watching your people die while those in power did nothing. The Irish never forgot. In 1995, Ireland erected a sculpture in County Cork called Kindred Spirits, 9 giant eagle feathers in a circle representing the Choctaw Nation's generosity. In 2017, Irish people raised money to help Choctaw communities with water access. And then in 2020, when COVID hit Native American reservations particularly hard and the U.S. government failed to provide adequate support, Irish people saw the Navajo and Hopi nations setting up GoFundMe pages for basic supplies like food and medical equipment. The response was immediate. Irish people donated over $7 million to Native American COVID relief funds, specifically citing the 1847 Choctaw donation as why they had to help. One Irish donor wrote "Ireland remembers" with their donation. Another said, "From one set of survivors to another." The Choctaw Nation's original $170 donation became a bond between two peoples, separated by an ocean, but connected by shared trauma and mutual compassion that lasted nearly 2 centuries. Here's why this hits different. Both groups experienced deliberate starvation policies by colonial powers. Both were told their deaths were inevitable or even deserved. Both survived despite everything, and both chose generosity over bitterness. The Choctaw could have said, "We have our own problems," in 1847. The Irish could have forgotten,